All right, welcome to Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV. I'm your host, Jordan Nielsen, and today we're here this afternoon with Steve Penate with My Home Group. So welcome to the show, Steve.
Man, I am excited and honored to be here hanging out with you, man. Really, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, it's awesome to have customers in our office and talk about awesome topics like what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about three things. Specifically, I'll let you introduce yourself in a second here, Steve. But we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence, social media, and video in real estate, which are your passions and things that you know quite a bit about. So first off, Steve, introduce yourself.
Awesome. Well, I am Steve Penate.
Penate. I said Penate. I think I messed you up, man.
No, actually, you say it right. I say it wrong on purpose, though. Because it sticks.
There we go. All right.
Actually, okay, it's actually pronounced Penate.
Oh, with the enye.
Yeah, with the enye in there. But
the enye ain't on a keyboard, so they got to go to the N.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're like 6 years old. It's like, hey, where's the N at? You just put the N, all the time, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, here in Phoenix, Arizona, amazing city, and I have been in the real estate industry now for about 2.5 years. So I am a baby, I think, still in a cradle, and but in such little time, I've been able to do a lot. I think in the industry, meet people, and so on. So prior to that, I was actually a social worker. I was working with kids and so on for a few years, so while doing that, I was actually flipping houses.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's how
that was your leg into the industry.
Yeah, kind of, what it was, what it feels like and so on. But it's very different once you're actually working with people, So that's a little bit about me.
That's a quick background, man. 2.5 years, and you're already having the success. Man, that's crazy. That's no easy feat. When I think about all the people that I run into, real estate agents, a lot of them get in and get out, and man, in 2.5 years, you've been able to accomplish quite a bit of success in the business. So
Thank
congratulations
you.
there.
It's wild. Look, I always compare the real estate industry kind of like a UFC match. Once you're in, look at this. You're in, and you better get ready to get punched in the face a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's intense. It's interesting when people that get into it and then all of a sudden realize it's hard and it's not as easy as reality shows make it seem like, and then end up whining and crying and it's like, look at this. I have never seen a fighter go into the ring and, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting to get hit. You know what I'm saying? You have to get into this industry realizing that, hey, you're about to get into the ring. Let's hustle muscle in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I think a lot of people get into this industry not knowing that. You get your license, you're all excited. I'm going to post on Facebook, hi, I'm Jordan. I'm a new real estate agent. Please hire me. And all these leads are going to come flying in, not realizing that there's 30, 40, I don't know how, 40,000 different agents out there just in Phoenix alone.
Thousands. I actually heard recently, look at this. I recently heard that right now in this market, there are 400 people getting licensed every single month.
Jeez.
Just in the valley. Can you imagine that? That means that everybody's mamas, grandmas, aunts, uncles, your neighbors, everybody out there literally has a real estate license, And it's crazy because with more people in it, then it gets very competitive.
Yep, absolutely. And so you got to find a way when you get into this industry to stand out and make an impact, or focus yourself a little bit. You got to be consistent every single day, do the right activities that are right for you to drive your business.
Absolutely. Especially, look at this, with so many agents, you definitely got to stand out. Here's a plug. Lister Pros makes you stand out.
There we go. I mean, that's what we're trying. That's what we're about. We want to help agents sell more homes, and that's part of our mission. We do take pictures and stuff like that. All those things help. But thanks for the plug, Steve. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to talk first about emotional intelligence. So, how does this relate to real estate and being not necessarily expert, but how do you connect emotional intelligence or having that, or gives you an advantage in real estate or in
Absolutely.
business? Sure.
So back, looking back at the example, about being a fighter and going in to the ring, in real estate, it's interesting because a lot of people think that they see people actually doing business, and then they think, oh, you know what, this is easy money. This is this is a route that seems fairly easy. I mean, let's be real. How hard is it showing a house? All you do is walk up, you open the door. Hey, do you like it? No, cool. Let's go to the next one. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take a genius to show houses. I mean, so I think people have that mindset. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of money. How hard could this actually be? And so that mixed in with all of the hype that social media brings to not only the real estate industry but any industry, So it's crazy because people, see, it's very easy for people to see me, with a picture sold again, sold, and so what they don't realize, is that they are only seeing the highlight reel of hours of, stress, of hours of work, of hours of preparation, building, and so on, and so the reality is this: how hard is it holding a sold sign? It's a cakewalk, So agents get into this industry seeing all this, I think, without realizing that behind the scenes, nothing is built over time. So when we talk about having emotional intelligence, I think that social media ends up lying to people's emotions because people get too caught up on the wow, on the oh my gosh, all the glamorous stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yep. All of the glamour without realizing that, hey, that's only a snapshot of 80 hours or 100 hours, prior to being able to have a little a snapshot of that one house sold. So when it comes to emotional intelligence in regards to the real estate industry, I believe people, and a lot of people, because of that mindset, because of that, it's right now there is a popular word that is so misused, and it's the word hustle.
Oh man.
Everything's about hustle nowadays.
Yes.
I mean, everybody uses hustle for anything nowadays, And I believe they have misused that word, especially in the real estate industry. So what happens is this, everybody walks in with a hype, only realizing you're about to get punched right in the face the moment you step into the ring. So emotional intelligence is this. Look at this. If you are a brand new agent, and I hope you are listening to this, okay, the moment you decide to get your real estate license is the moment you have to put it in your heart. This is for the long run. Okay, very few people think long term when it comes to this industry simply because of the hype everybody sees. This industry is so hyped up. You have to be number one. There is a award for this, award for that. People just make up awards left and right in this industry, and too many people get too caught up in the hype without realizing that hype leads you to a dead end really quick. And then what ends up happening is this: the real estate industry has one of the craziest turnover rates. It's estimated 1 out of every 2 agents in the industry leaves it within 2 to 3 years. 1 out of every 2. I have people that started with me and are back to working whatever they were doing prior to this. They end up realizing, oh my gosh, I gotta pay bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta pay a mortgage or rent. You know. Some of them have kids. And so when it comes to emotional intelligence, it's very important we don't let our emotions get too far in front of us from where we actually are. And that, I believe, is a curse in the real estate industry. And that's why the average agent only sells between 5 and 9 houses a year, they say. So when it comes to emotional intelligence, I use that phrase in this manner, is that going in, you have to have your emotions in check, because the moment you start looking at what everybody else is doing, the moment you start paying attention to, me, sold, you end up losing your focus from the things you should be doing. I absolutely love this example. When a house is built, it's very exciting when people see the walls go up. From the moment the walls go up, it seems like, the house is built, that fast, But what's crazy is this: walls don't hold up a house. The foundation does. So too many agents get into the industry, and they don't build solid foundations. They, they probably, they get licensed, and their aunt wants to sell. All of a sudden, they smell money real quick. Oh my gosh, wow, I got this. And then what happens? Exactly what I just did. Oh my gosh, I had a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so what happens is this, you have a lot of paycheck agents out there not building the foundation that'll withhold what they want, what they envision in their minds. And so what's crazy is this: look at this, is no one sees the foundation being built. It's always underground.
Right.
Yeah. It's always underground. Look at this. I absolutely love, the example of a duck. So like me on Facebook, Instagram, I'm smiling, I'm doing this, something like that. But a duck also looks like that above water. They're just cruising along. But under the water, they're just...
all the work's being done,
All the work's being done, So having emotional intelligence, getting into the real estate industry, you got to put it in your heart. Look at this. Nothing grows overnight. Nothing grows overnight. Don't get caught up in the hype about this award, that award. Dude, you know what? Right now, let's make an award, and then let's pick a winner, because
you're the number one real estate agent in this building right here.
Exactly.
Right now, Steve. Congratulations.
Yes.
No,
my gosh, I'm gonna put it on my website, put it on Instagram right now.
Number one. No.
But people get caught up on the wrong things. Be a builder. Be a builder. Be a builder. Build a solid foundation. Count the cost. Count the cost. When I started doing video, I counted the cost. I told myself, look at this, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to edit and come up with content, and I don't want to be that agent that does one video and never again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the famous words on social media from real estate agents is big things are coming. Listen up, bro. Just shut up and make them come. You know? When people talk too much, they end up not delivering as much. You know? Big things coming, big things in the works. Look at this. How about, we just hush about it, and just put them out there. I didn't tell anybody I was going to start this real estate show I did. I just, underground, building my foundation alone, quiet, with myself. I counted the cost. Okay, Steve, look at this. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this for the long haul. I don't want to just do, all right, guys, wait for the next episode and, it never
6 months later. No.
Yeah, really. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. The guy who is inconsistent. The guy that no one could rely on. The guy who says something and never delivers. I counted the cost. Emotional intelligence. Understand that you're in this for the long haul. If you're looking for the next paycheck, don't tell your clients that. But
hey,
if you're in this for the long haul, you are gonna build a business that'll last.
So that, man, you shared some great insights into why emotional intelligence is super important, and that I would have to agree with you. A lot of agents lack patience when it comes to getting into this business. They see the easy sold signs, but you're not seeing, like the duck underneath the water, how much work he's putting into and all the work that goes in behind. Because I'm a real estate agent as well, and I know, with every transaction, it's a roller coaster ride, and some of them just fall apart. It's not like it's not easy money, and the perception is there. But having that you need, that long-term patience in running the marathon. It's not all about a sprint, if you want to build something that's lasting.
I love that.
So build a foundation. This is a marathon run. Just like when I started Lister Pros, it's a marathon. I enjoy every minute of it, but it's not like you have to put in the work.
Absolutely. It's like I like thinking about it like this. Are there agents that blow up overnight? Yes. There's also only one Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they happen. They are the,
anomalies.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just, I don't know, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? But most people are like us where, we have to grind just to build something, We have to put in the work, and over time, things are being built, so it's awesome to be inspired by them, but it's dangerous when you get caught up in that trap.
Yep. So we talked about emotional intelligence, and we kind of touched a little bit on social media, and you did talk a little bit about using video. Now, for those agents that are out there maybe watching, new agents, they're like, well, I see the value of video, and maybe they're on the fence about it. What value have you seen so far in your business specifically that video has brought, maybe an increase in business? I don't know, what fruits have you gotten from using video in real estate and then also on social media?
Video is powerful. Video is absolutely powerful. When I started in real estate, that's literally the first thing I started doing. Was video. I think look at this. When I started video, okay, it was 2014, okay? But, in 2014, one of the greatest things happened to Facebook. They allowed native video to be uploaded right into Facebook, And so when people were still posting links from YouTube to Facebook and so on,
right.
Facebook, hates YouTube, because they want to run
They wanted to keep your attention. They want to keep your attention.
Exactly. You know, all Facebook. You know, so when I started using video, it's crazy because look at this. Video really the psychology behind video also allows the person to feel like they know you. Dude, I have ran into people and say, "Oh my gosh, I feel like I know you." I was like, "Dude, that's awesome, bro. Come here.
Yeah.
Let's hug." You know what I'm saying? We're homies.
But you've never met him before.
Never met him before.
I would have to say, I just met you here for the first time in our office, but I've seen some of your videos on Facebook before, so I'm like, I kind of know what Steve's about, I get a feel for him, so it's almost like a warm introduction, when you're using video. And
absolutely. Look at this. I've had people, that have called me to either list their house, or help them buy a house. And it's crazy. It's almost like video is your resume. You don't have to sell yourself. It's like they already want to use you because they feel like they can trust you. So I think one of the most powerful aspects about video is that it builds that relationship without actually meeting the person yet. So once you're there, it's crazy. It's kind of like an icebreaker. So right now we're live. So you are seeing me get stuck on some words because I stutter. My videos are edited, but overall I'm still myself. I'm dumb, goofy. You know what I'm saying? Just like out there, loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because really that's how I am. On camera and off camera. I think video allows that bridge that when people know you, they meet you, they feel they already know you. But so obviously when it comes to video and real estate, there are many aspects of how video is used. There are videos for the houses, for listings. There are videos where people want to use it for their open houses. Hey guys, I have a open house, this weekend, yada yada. There's video how I use it, where it's
like little value content pieces.
Exactly, value, yeah, and so there are many aspects to video. But this is what's powerful overall about it. As a real estate agent, look at this. I learned this. When I got into real estate, one of the most valuable tips I heard. I don't remember if I read it or I heard it from someone. But it's this. Look at this. As a real estate agent, it's this. The average person knows two real estate agents. The average person in America knows two real estate agents. Now it's probably more with social media, because this was something from the early 2000s, I think it was. I think it's in the book by Gary, what's his name from?
Keller?
Yes.
Gary Keller?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the one thing?
That guy.
Yeah.
I forgot where it was, but,
yeah.
Okay. So he says, so as a real estate agent, your goal has to be one of those two. The ultimate goal is to be the first person they ever think about. Even if that sign has a face of another agent, they see for sale, they think Steve Penate. They think for sale, they think Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That has to be your ultimate goal. So this is, so our goal as agents, has to be, the ultimate goal has to be this: you have to stay in front of your sphere of influence and audience. Back in the day, and still now, people use flyers, radio, television, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, okay? But it all comes down to all of those methods equate to staying in front of your audience, staying in front of your sphere of influence. Okay, so look at this. I recently read a quote, okay, where the average American is sold to, I think it's over 60,000 times a day. Okay, we are being sold to everywhere. Right here,
Commercial,
we are being sold to your logo, the logo here. I mean, we are continually being told to. What's crazy is this. Look at this. What's really interesting is this, is that social media has allowed, okay, social media has allowed business, okay, to begin to behave how it used to be done back in 1940, 50, and 60. You're like, what do you mean? So okay, check this out. Now, back in the day, everybody bought their food, the milk and so on from the corner liquor store. Okay? Why? They knew the owner. They knew the person who worked there. They had that relationship. They had gained that trust. They knew who they were doing business with. Okay? And then came, the 70s, the 80s, 90s, 2000s, where everything was just mass marketing, Good luck being in touch with the owner of a business. You can never even touch the CEO of, Nike or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Social media came along, and guess what? Now you can send a tweet to the CEO of United Airlines and tell him, hey, my flight sucked. And guess what he's going to do? A little nobody from the middle of nowhere all of a sudden gets a response from the CEO of one of the largest companies in the world. Why does that happen? Because social media, okay, has allowed business now to behave back to how it used to be, where everybody's all about relationship, So it's kind of like this. Look at this. It's kind of like seeing an ad somewhere, from an agent, from a realtor, a billboard. Okay, nowadays, it's gonna be a lot harder for that random nobody to get a phone call from someone. Why? Because nowadays they got people on Facebook they feel they could relate to, they could have relationships to. So a big world has shrunk once again. So I believe video is one of those macro things that has turned so micro that real estate agents, you could allow the person on the other side know you far before you even shook a hand. Does that make any sense or no?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, that's the power of video, and it's crazy. And I think people do realize the power of video because, these big YouTube stars that, they feel like they have they know this person, Casey Neistat. There's some really big YouTubers out there, without building the relationship. But when the world has shrunk again, that also has given the access. Like right now, we're streaming live on Facebook for free.
So true.
It's free, but now everybody. So this is the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was, now that it's shrunk again, it's all about the relationships. I definitely agree with that 100%. But how does one stand out, from everybody else's posting videos right now?
This is my favorite part of this. I love that.
Is that the UFC match
the
part?
This
is where I get in the ring. I'm Steve Penate. I'm bringing out all the stops.
Well, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Am I an expert? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? People can be the judges. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you bring the energy, man. I love the energy. I
I'll
watch your videos.
But okay, so that is an amazing question. How do you stand out? Especially because nowadays, since everybody has easy access to like video nowadays and so on, there's a lot more people getting more brave, and they are starting to do video, So, how do you stand out in a world that once again it's bound to get what's
like crowded.
that word? Yeah,
Crowded field. How do you stand out?
Crowded. It's bound to get crowded. So I think look, I think one of the things that'll definitely make an agent stand out when it comes to video. Look at this. If you're not doing video, start to do video. If you're not doing video, you should definitely be thinking about what you are going to do, as having that as a pillar, as part of your business. Reach out to Lister Pros. They do incredible videos. You guys do. I mean, honestly, look at this. I know of a lot of media companies and so on, but like you guys definitely do stand out. But as an agent and video, okay, once again, going back to that, everybody is being sold to. I believe one of the reasons I've seen a lot of success in the way I've used video has been this. Look at this. Back in the day, if anybody wanted to see a house, okay, they actually had to go down to the real estate office. They had this huge book of listings, and
Right.
Only the agent had access to that. They had all of the power. Agents had all of the power. Today, I meet with a buyer, and like they show up with the long list of houses they already want to see. What I'm saying? Oh my goodness! I mean,
exactly.
And so this is the biggest question. Is this? Look at this. Is how do you sell without selling? No one likes to be sold to. As a matter of fact, look at this. No offense if you're listening to this, but a lender called me while I was waiting for you because they want to invite me out for lunch. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm busy, and I hung up. Why? Because it's another sales call, right?
Right.
Not to be rude, and like honestly, that's how you hustle. I'm not speaking against that. That's what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to knock doors, phone calls, whatever, and so on. But okay, this is my thing when it comes to video. Okay, look at this. If you're only doing video where all you're doing is just selling, people are gonna turn away. One of the reasons why I believe I've seen some success, in the format I've done video is this. Just I've realized that real estate is shifting, and it's shifting really fast. Super fast, I show up to a listing appointment. They already know how much they want to list their house for.
Zillow? No.
Yeah. Don't do
like,
it.
No. We won't talk about
Jordan,
Zillow today.
come
No,
on,
I'm
you know
kidding.
what
I'm kidding. Yeah.
You just stepped into
Hey,
the UFC match.
yeah. Hey, that's what the consumer does. I'm just saying. I've been there.
But okay, so look at this. They are doing their research already. They are going to the internet. Okay, so look at this. This was my thought process. I am gonna give away information before they even have to go look for it because it's there already. So you have all of these real estate agents that like have secrets and like have sales secrets, and I can sell your house, but only I know how to do that. And look at this. That stuff doesn't work anymore. Everything's on the internet. How do you prepare your house to sell faster? First, go to my website. I'm kidding.
No. Get them in the funnel.
But honestly, you can go to the internet, Google. She is the, or he, I don't know if you can see, she is she to me, you know what I'm saying? Because she answers all my questions all the time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you ask Google a question, and guess what? There's 100 blogs telling you what you have to do to get your house ready for it to sell fast. Right?
Yep.
Okay, no secrets. Look at this. People don't want to be sold to. But look at this. So whenever I get a $5 Starbucks gift card, man, I don't know why. It's only $5, but I love it. I mean, oh yes, free Starbucks today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I absolutely love free stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this, so I started to give away all the information people need to know. You know, how do you negotiate closing costs? It's not a secret. You know,
It's all out there. They might as well get the information from you.
exactly. Okay, giving away value and content is how you stand out. Look at this. If we go through Facebook right now, you probably won't see not one real estate agent giving away content. Everybody's promoting and selling.
Mm-hmm.
Open house or new listing. Open house or new listing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Under contract, it's like every
Those are
status
awesome.
update. Yep.
Those are awesome. But people will end up turning you off because what value, except your listing videos, those are awesome. I mean, dude.
Don't turn those off,
don't turn
Steve.
those off.
Come on now.
I will always, I'm like, oh my gosh, man, they took this drone shot to the next level this time. You know what I'm saying? But I watch them all the time because I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So sell me, I don't care. I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to videoing someone, one of the ways you can stand out is this: begin to create content. Do you know why people don't do videos that actually give away value? Do you know why?
They probably think that's the only piece of value that they have to give. Maybe I don't know. What do you think?
Well, hopefully not.
No, I hope not. I mean,
Hopefully not. Okay, because agents are not thinking long term. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to, I have to write down these points and I'm going to talk about these points. And then you have to do that 1,000 other times. And that overwhelms them thinking that they actually have to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is
no, I don't.
There is a 4-letter word called WOR. How do you spell it?
Yeah.
WORK. You know what I'm saying? And it's called work. It takes time to stand out. It takes time. Look at this. You'll end up drowning in the middle of the other 100 open house videos if you're not doing something where people feel, wow, watching this guy, I always get value. Wow, watching this guy, wow, I didn't know. Dude, I kid you not. Last Sunday, okay, I saw someone who said, man, Steve, you know what? I'm not even buying a house. And man, I just love watching your videos. You always have a nugget.
That's powerful.
That guy,
he will buy in the future.
So if a person wants to stand out, you got to put in the work. You have to have a strategy behind what you're doing. Do you know why I call my videos? I don't do videos, bro. It's a show. You know why? Because I put value into what I'm doing. I care whether or not what I'm putting out, on the other end, whether you are buying or selling, you are leaving with something that you'll use now, or you'll let a friend know, or your aunt is selling, or I just picked up a listing, okay, from a house that didn't sell, and then someone told them, hey man, you should watch this guy's videos. Okay. When did that person watch one of my videos? I don't know. It could have been my first video.
Right.
Or it could have been episode number 42 or 50. I don't know. But look at this. One of the questions, when I started doing video, okay, one of the questions that really annoyed me, and it really annoyed me, okay, Sorry, agents. Look, honestly, I'm a nice guy. I buy you lunch. I love you guys. Honestly, I know how hard everybody works. You know,
But everybody.
I'm speaking from the heart here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so okay. One of the questions that really annoyed me was this. Hey, they would ask me. Literally, I had agents ask me. They asked me, hey, how many leads are you getting per video? They would ask me. Okay, and then, you know, that question really annoyed me, and then here's why. Okay, look at this. It annoyed me. It annoyed me because I knew that question was coming from a emotional part of them thinking about the next paycheck.
They're thinking short term.
Short
Even
term.
if you're thinking that
Short term.
just posing that question is short term.
They weren't interested.
How many leads did you get today because of the video you create? You're not even counting, 6 months down the road, a year, that video is going to be living on YouTube.
Exactly.
Somebody's going to be introduced. The long game. The lack of patience.
They weren't interested in building a business. They were interested in the next paycheck. Okay? And so that mindset really annoyed me because I knew that question was the first question that was going to lead them on the way out of the industry sooner rather than later.
And now they don't show up to your office anymore, right? That's the guy that's back at Chase Bank being a teller. No, I'm just kidding.
So because I wasn't thinking about that video. I'm thinking about what I'm going to talk about in episode number 582.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I firmly believe in some way, shape, or form, everything I've done has come through that source. For example, for example, yesterday I got a Facebook message, okay? From an old friend of mine. He hasn't talked to me ever since we've been friends on Facebook, simply because we just don't cross paths every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then he reached out to me. Okay, says, "Hey Steve, I'm ready to buy a house." Okay, but look at this. The only reason why he reached out to me is because I've stayed in front of him. And how have I stayed in front of him is because when I started doing video, with the goal in mind to make sure that the person watches leaves with something either they can use or someone else can use. So I know in some way he's watched some of my videos, and I've stayed in front of him, and I keep doing videos, and I keep doing videos, and I keep doing videos, and I keep doing videos. So in some way he reached out to me because I've stayed in front of him, but I've stayed in front of him, and he's stayed in front of it because of the value and the content he's been able to walk away with every single time.
Wow, that's powerful. My little question about how to create valuable content, how to stand out, that's a huge piece. You got to have that right mindset to add value. Man, that mindset alone is completely counterintuitive to what most agents do.
Absolutely.
They're out there,
Because
sell me.
everybody
Look
wants
at
to
my
sell.
award. Look at my award. Look at my award. Like, give me something that I can take away from it. Some value piece.
I had someone say, "Hey Steve, why don't you wear suit and a tie on your videos?" I'm like, bro, you have the wrong mindset. It's like, oh my gosh, man, dude, turn off social media, man.
They're probably looking, Jordan, you wear a T-shirt every day.
And
watching the millionaire listing show or something. Something like that.
Look at this. Let's be real. There are markets that you have to play the part. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You got to go nice. The client. If your client's showing up in a suit and you're not, man, buddy, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? Just turn around and walk back around. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean by that, he missed it, is that people focus on the wrong things. My motto with my business is this: life is about people. Real estate is about people. If you're not in this industry for people, sooner or later you're gonna get caught up.
Yep.
You know, if you're not in this industry to bring value, look at this. I see it like this. Look at this. And then people I believe perceive it watching you. You know, is that the most intimate place in a person's life, the most safest place in a person's life is their house. And guess what? You're about to be part of that process. It's a huge responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. If you're not able to put the blood, sweat, and tears into making sure you're bringing value to that person, bro, do us all a favor and get out of real estate.
Wow. I think we'll end the interview there. Steve Penate just dropping the fire here, man. Let me do a little recap. So we talked about emotional intelligence and how a lot of people lack patience. You need the long-term vision. You need to build a foundation. And social media and the power of video. You talked really specifically about how, why and what you can do. Specifically, if you're an agent out there looking to start getting into video, you should have a good understanding what you can do. But obviously, if you're in the game for short term, for that paycheck, what Steve is preaching here and talking about is not going to fit your model because you're not going to get those leads immediately from, but you got to have the long-term marathon mindset. So Steve Penate, appreciate you being on the show.
I love
Thanks.
being here, man.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man.
So
Always
honored.
bringing the energy. I'm gonna keep watching your videos, man, on Facebook. You always
Jordan.
bring the fire. So we appreciate you being on the Real Estate Pro Show, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
that was fun.
hey.